In the shadowy world of maritime trade, a new breed of vessel has emerged, the zombie ship. Now these are not ships manned by the undead, but rather tankers given a second life under a stolen identity. These ghosts of the oil trade are very real, and they pose a growing threat to the global economy and maritime security. Imagine a tanker, seemingly lost to the scrap heap of history, suddenly reappearing on the high seas. This is the reality of zombie ships. They are old tankers, often sold for scrap, that are resurrected and given new names, new paint jobs, and most importantly, new identities. This deception allows them to operate outside the law. These vessels are often poorly maintained, lacking proper safety equipment, and crewed by desperate seafarers, willing to work in dangerous conditions for low wages. The emergence of zombie ships is a symptom of a much larger problem, the illicit trade in oil and other commodities. By operating in the shadows, these vessels undermine legitimate businesses, evade sanctions, and fuel corruption. The tactics used to disguise these phantom tankers are surprisingly simple. They often involve changing the ship's name and International Maritime Organization number, which is like a vessel's fingerprint. This allows them to disappear from tracking systems and assume the identity of a scrapped or non-existent vessel. The Virata Imposter, for example, was one such vessel. This tanker, believed to be the sanctioned M. Sofia, embarked on a 2-month voyage from Venezuela to Malaysian waters. It masqueraded as the Virata, a ship officially scrapped in 2021. This charade allowed it to evade sanctions and deliver its illicit cargo undetected. Another common tactic is to disable or manipulate the automatic identification system, a tracking system that broadcasts a ship's location and identity. By going dark, these vessels can disappear from monitoring systems, making it difficult to track their movements. These deceptive practices are a serious concern for maritime authorities and legitimate shipping companies. They create an uneven playing field, undermine safety regulations, and facilitate illegal activities. Venezuela, facing crippling economic sanctions, has turned to increasingly desperate measures to export its oil. Zombie tankers have become a key tool in this strategy, allowing the country to circumvent sanctions and sell its oil on the black market. These vessels often load crude oil at Venezuelan ports, sometimes transferring their cargo to other ships at sea to further obscure their origins. The oil is then transported to various destinations, often in Asia, where it is sold at discounted prices. China, with its insatiable demand for oil, has become a major destination for Venezuelan crude smuggled by zombie ships. This illicit trade undermines international sanctions and provides a lifeline to the Venezuelan regime. The use of zombie ships in the Venezuelan oil trade highlights the complex challenges facing the maritime industry. It exposes the limitations of current monitoring systems and the difficulty of enforcing sanctions in a vast and interconnected global network. The rise of zombie ships is a wake-up call for the maritime community. It exposes the vulnerabilities of the global shipping industry and the need for greater transparency and accountability. Addressing this problem requires a multi-pronged approach. Enhanced monitoring and surveillance technologies, including satellite imagery and AI-powered data analysis, are crucial for detecting and tracking these rogue vessels. Increased cooperation among governments, maritime authorities, and industry stakeholders is also essential. Sharing information, coordinating enforcement efforts, and imposing stricter penalties on those who engage in illicit activities can help deter these shadowy practices. Ultimately, the fight against zombie ships is about more than just stopping illegal oil trading. It is about safeguarding the integrity of the maritime industry, protecting the lives of seafarers, and preserving the health of our oceans. Only through collective action and a commitment to transparency can we ensure that the seas remain a safe and honest passage for all.